This came just in time, y'all. Actually, I could have used it a couple days ago. This is not sponsorship. This is something I purchased. I actually purchased a 5,000 BTU. I've got 72 square feet because it said the 5,000 would cool 175 square feet. And that I was also thinking of size because I wanted to go up underneath the front counter. And it had to be under 30 inches to go up underneath the front counter. And I was thinking, I got the 5,000, ordered the 5,000 because it was only 27.6 inches tall. And after I got to looking again, this 10,000 was only like a quarter inch taller, or even maybe the same. I think it was maybe a quarter inch taller, but it cools 300 square feet, so it will more than enough cool this. Actually, when you order a 10,000 BTU, you're only getting about 7,100 BTUs. So with the 5,000, I was getting a little under 5,000 BTUs. So anyway, Amazon sent me this as an upgrade and charged me for the 5,000. So it did come like this. It was set off the truck in the driveway like this, with the bottom open, so I guess the driver could move it on its wheels. It is rather heavy. This has been it's a Medea, and it's been a good name for a while now. I see a lot of good stuff. It's Bluetooth. I can just, I'm lying in bed, I can just say, hey Alexa, turn my air conditioning on. There's the seals for the windows. I won't need that. I got this because I don't want to cut a hole in the side of the tiny home for an air conditioner. So this is rather small, as you can see. Oh, the weight's at the bottom. This is the hose. So I will put the system through the floor. So your hose will fit in here. I've already got a couple holes in the floor that I have put in there to cables and things like that to come through. So I will just make the hole a little bit bigger. We'll see how she cools. Okay, for recording purposes, I went ahead and got all this ready. And I'm going to go ahead and remove this hatch that I've already got on here. I don't have my glasses. That's not very bright. Okay, that's going. And that's right by the frame. So if I put this like this, it doesn't have to be perfect. The rains brought me some fresh rain water, but also came with producing a lot more humidity. we want as much of that air to be able to escape that we can get out. And we've still got a base to put some screws down through here. So I'll go ahead and pre-drill some holes in this and get this mounted. You can see here, I went ahead and put some window putty or whatever you want to call it around the bottom of this. So we're going to get it stuck on there now. All right, let's see if I can get the screws in there now. Okay, before I put the hose on it, I want to fess up to something, you guys. Stupid man. Maybe we ought to start reading directions. This is the section that goes on the window, normally on a window. It's going on the floor here. And I had the other section that was supposed to be on the air conditioner itself. So I've got both sections on now. We'll get the hose on, we'll plug it in, and we'll see if the 3,000 watt inverter will run it. Okay, it fits underneath the counter right. You can see there's the countertop. And there's about 5 inches up underneath there too, but it's just the right height. Okay, for the sake of demonstration, it's 83 degrees in the tiny home right now. I do have the air conditioner running. You can see how loud it is. And because of the way my inverter plugs are, I had to put a heavy-duty extension cord on it and plug it into that. You're not supposed to plug these into extension cord. Got it set on auto and 72. We'll let it run for a little bit. It is running off the inverter. I do have the batteries has got a full charge on them, but they would not last. It's a 260 amp hour. And I want at least a 400 amp hour system before I try to use this overnight. We're going to come back in about 30 minutes and see what the temperature is in here. I will say I am drenched with sweat. The air feels really cool coming out of there, and it's not that loud. We'll be back in about 30 minutes. You can see the exhaust blowing them little weeds around down there. They're directly below the exhaust. Okay, I've been running this for about 40 minutes now, and it's still reading, my batteries are still reading 100%. So, sure they won't be much longer though. See, I'm bringing in 182, 183 watts right now. We started at, I think 12, at 30 minutes would have been 104. We started at 84 degrees. So we're going to go let it run another 30 minutes and come back out. Well, there's where we're at after another 30 minutes. So about an hour and 21 minutes. We've come down about 7 or 8 degrees, and it is over 100 with the heat index today. But y'all, all in all, it got pretty comfortable in there with this high heat index that we got out here. I have R13 in the ceiling and R7 in the walls, so that helps a little bit. Doesn't help real good. And I have a little square 4-inch insulator that I can put in this where the ceiling fan is. That was letting a lot of heat through. So, and I didn't have that in there. I have that in storage somewhere. I'll have to get that and put it in the rig here. So, all in all, I'm happy with it. It also has a dry, just to take the humidity out. Just taking the humidity out would be really helpful. So, I'll see you on next video. All right, bye-bye.